Good morning, everybody. How are we this morning? Karen, nice to see that you're with us. I know you never know how much you need internet until it's not there. Good afternoon from Sweden. Wow, welcome. Welcome to Coffee with Kim. Grab a mug. We're going to chat about whatever pops up. Margaret, how is Icy? Good. Good. Good to hear. Dak Talk. I don't know how to say your name, but can I just call you Sweden for now, unless you tell me? We're asking Margaret how Icy is. Icy is her dog, and he was attacked by another dog a few days ago. So we're all asking, Dagtog? Sorry, I am from way back up in the hills in upstate New York, and I don't pronounce things great. But good morning, Marianne. How are you? Good. Margaret, that is great news. Great news. So, what a day. Good morning, Ruth. What a day yesterday was. What a day. I'll let everybody catch up. Oh, my goodness. Everybody, we have a visitor from Sweden here this morning. How exciting is that? That's really cool. Good morning, Amby. Good morning, everybody. So, I left the farm yesterday. Remember when I told you guys I was weeding the garden and I thought it was easier to just crawl? Yeah, turns out I sprained my wrist. So, I can't do anything with it except hold the baby because I don't care. I'll suffer through the pain. But yeah, this has to stay on. Good times. It's just called, what did I do to my hand? I got old. That's all. I just got old. It's terrible. Well, thank you so much. Yeah. So the garden at the farm where I camp is, I don't know, I want to say it's at least 50 by 50. I mean, it's big. And since my brother gives us all the vegetables and stuff when it's time, I don't want him to think he's the only one taking care of it. Yeah, that's it. I'm jealous. Linda has the right hand. I have this hand. And that's funny because I have a story about that. So anyway, I figured because I have a bad back, I figured it'd be easier to just crawl between plants. And while I did save my back, I did mess this up. So anyway, that happened. Lori. Right. I do a lot with both hands. It's going to be interesting today because, well, I got so much to tell you guys. Okay, so my sister Linda, who you guys all know because she hangs out a lot with us here. Watch this. You ready? Library. She got to meet the baby yesterday. She fell in love. She fell in love with this. Oh my goodness. Couldn't even take it. She loved him so she wouldn't put him down. It was just, yeah, so that happened. We spent a few hours there, and his other grandmother was there, her husband's mom. And we had a blast. It was a great time. I let my daughter go get a pedicure. Look at this. So she's making the noise. Look at his he's got the hiccups. Look at So it's almost a giggle. We're getting there, almost a giggle. So Oh my goodness. It was, she was leaning over him, just making crazy noises and faces, and he was having a blast. It was awesome. It was cool. Now she lives in Florida, so I had to let her play with Jude. It was very tough, but I had to let her. And then my sister, I did not get a lot of snuggle time yesterday. I had to share him a lot. So let's see. So ran home, dropped off Fritzy, changed, went to Amanda's, came home, changed, and then I got to go to line dancing. That was fun. I was exhausted, but I wasn't letting myself not go because you guys know how much I love it. So I'm like, there's no way I'm not going. So it actually went really fast last night. Yeehaw, giddy up, Karen, giddy up. I had my boots on. And you know what? The one song that I practiced all week long, we didn't do. I was like, come on. So the teacher's like, did y'all practice? And I said, yes, I did. He goes, how'd you do? I said, well, I only practiced the one to the song AA. And he's like, oh yeah, we're not doing that one. I'm like, but he actually said that he was really tough on us last week. So he gave us all easy ones this week. And he was right. They were really easy this week. We did a lot of them. Except the very last one. There's a new song called Soul. And it is, first of all, I'll put it this way. When he taught us the song, he had to slow it down to 85% speed so we could get it. And then we did it again. He did it up to, 90, 95, 100. So finally at the end of the night, it was actually easier that he did it that way, because by the time he did 100%, I had it and I was ready to go. So I did write it down so I can practice that one this week. We had a good class last night. It was really, I want to say 15 of us, and it cracked me up because I stand in the same spot. I'm a creature of habit, so I stand in the same spot. I got to turn this light down. It's driving me crazy. And so they all line up behind me. They're like, okay, Kim, we're watching you. And I'm like, wait, yeah, I haven't line danced in, 18 years, 15, 18 years. So no pressure, right? So now I'm standing up there. I'm just trying to learn. And now I'm thinking behind my head, I'm like, oh my God, they're all watching my feet. They're all watching my feet. Don't screw it up. You know what's funny, Karen, is I might ask them if I can do a video for members. I think, yeah, they don't have video, but they have like step sheets. So I think I'm going to ask them if they would mind if I just set up a video for like one dance or one something so you could see. It's fun. But yeah, they were like, Kim, we're watching you. I'm thinking, oh, okay, thanks. But I mean, I come out of there so exhausted, but I love it. I could use, yep. So I'm going to try to do that. We'll see. Now that I know them and they know me, I think I'm going to do it. So who's ready for tonight's quill along? Quill along. I've been up since about 4 o'clock practicing. Here's what I have. Can you see the details? So I'm going to tell you right now, I don't think I'm going to do the bees. I just, they're tiny, tiny, tiny. So tonight at 7, we're at least going to do the flower. Yeah, so here's what I used, just so you can be ready for tonight. Obviously, I printed out the picture, okay? And then I actually made, when we were going through the book last week, how they had the template? I made a template of the leaves. And then I put the outline out, and then I filled it in. Okay. So that's how I did that. And then I have, let me just tell you what I used. You don't need all of these things, but I'll just tell you what I used so that you have it. So to do the template, I actually used this thing, the peg, and you can kind of see where I put the heart on there, and then I put the things around it, and that's where I wrapped it around to make the outline for the leaf. You can see it. Well, actually, you can probably see it better this way. So then I just did the outline of the leaf in black, and I glued that on, and then I filled it in. So that's how I did the leaf. I'm letting you guys know this just in case you might want to start a little bit before tonight, have some prep done. Just because, like I said, I got up at 4, and it took me until about 7 to finish that. So just in case, just a little heads up. I think I got a mosquito bite right here, for goodness sakes. So anyway, that was that. And then for this center here in the middle of the leaf, I actually, oh, it's out there. I washed it. I actually used that big comb. And then, where is this? I used this little crimper thing for the center to give that a little bit of texture. Again, you don't need it. So I did the very center brown, and then I did the outside of the center black, and then I just poked in little black points throughout here. I actually didn't have any paper, so I printed this on sticker paper so I could stick this to something. That's pretty funny. So I could stick this to something and use it. But yeah, the bees I've tried. You can, if you look in the glare, you can see that there's dried glue. I tried so many different ways. I can't say I've given up right now, but I've given up for the moment because they're just teeny tiny. And I'm trying to do it without Googling quilling bees or bees for quilling, because I just want to figure it out on my own. I could make it just a little bit bigger, right? I could do one of them. Just do one bigger one, leave these little ones colored, and just do one bigger one. We'll see. We will see, because remember, I still have a Jeep full of rocks. I now have a branch from the neighbor's tree down across my yard. Yeah, exactly. I love figuring it out on my own as well. And that's kind of what I did with this. So you'll notice the flower itself has about 3 different colors on it, because that's a lot of petals. So I didn't have enough of one color. So I figured, you know what? I'll make it a bunch of different colors. So there we go. This is going to be tonight at 7. So I think that'll be fun. I'm going to start tonight. Well, thank you, Ruth. I'm going to start tonight with the leaves. And then, yes. I know, Margaret, but you got to get it done, right? So I got to get it done. So I think I'm going to start with the stem and the leaves and the center of the flower. And then we'll start the petals, and you're probably going to have to finish the petals on your own, because we will not get this done in an hour. So that's where we are with there. Wave, honey, as you go by. He's working from home today. So, but yeah, so that was fun. you know, I'm laying in bed. It's like 3:50, and right brain says, "Well, why don't you lay down for a little while? Try." They say, "Hi, honey." So it says, "Why don't you lay down for a little bit longer? Try to sleep." And the other side of my brain is, "Or you could pop up and you could do da 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 da." And guess what side of the brain won? So up I got. So like I said, you don't need all the bells and whistles, but if you have them, that's what I used. I tried using my power, one of these, and it didn't work well. So if you have one of these, I don't suggest it. Now you can see behind me, I have all the different colors, and these are all different sizes as well. So I might just grab this one and just work with the colors of that. So I'm going to print that out again. Or you know what? This would be pretty. Look at all the different colors in this one. I think I'll do that one. Yeah, I'll use this one for tonight. Set that there. I also got some straightening out to do. So I'm going to use that, and then I'm going to have some green. There it is. So I will, there's the green. And that's pretty much what I need. I do need black. You gotta make sure they're all the same width. So set that up there. Okay. Because all of those are different widths, but I do have black left from this morning, so I'll just do that. These are all the same. Yeah, and I have black over there, and you don't need a ton of black, but so there we go. Ready for tonight. I got to remind myself that I have crochet club today. So good morning, Melissa. How are you? Alexa, set an alarm for 3:30 p.m.
Alarm set for 3:30 p.m.
That's to remind me I have crochet club and I have to leave at 3:30. That way I will not forget. I hope I didn't set an alarm in all of your houses right now, which is a little funny, but I hope I didn't. Oh, that's too funny. So, all right, let me fit. What else did I do? I Goodbye, Marianne. Wait, I don't. What polar bear? It's too late for me to ask. Would it? If you have a picture of a polar bear, Marianne, could you put it up on? I love a good fill in the blanks. Oh, it's too funny. I like the fill in the blanks too. Those are fun. My letters are peeling off my cup. Oh. So here's my dilemma. Don't you love when I have a dilemma? Oh, that's cool. All right. So my dilemma is Mad Libs. Is that the game? No, that's Mad Gab. What's Mad Lib? And then I'll tell you my dilemma. Mad Lib. I think my life is a Mad Lib. I'm peeling this now. I'm waiting for Margaret. I want to know what a Mad Lib is. As I peel the letters off of this. To fill in the blank, you have a story. Oh, that's fun. No, I've never done that. And then now we did something sort of like that, like when my daughter was in Girl Scouts. Each person had a letter of the alphabet and they had to use that letter for, yeah. That's funny. That would be fun, I guess. That would be really fun. There's also a game called Mad Gab where it gives you this really weird word on the card and you say it just as it is and then it actually comes out as a different, I can't explain it. If you've ever played it, it's really funny. Let me just see if I can. Images. Okay. So I'll give you an example because it's really pretty funny. See, the problem, I have to throw up. Oh, so the words on the card are I have to throw up. But you say it fast. That's terrible. That's a medical one. Sorry. Of course, that's the one I found. Have pulled use. Have pepperoni pizza. So you just. Sorry, it's a fun game. If you can, I can't find a good example. All right. So my dilemma is my newest poncho. Yes, of course. I would. Yeah, that's fun, Margaret. Maybe we should just play around to that. So my newest poncho, I don't want to follow a pattern, okay? But I find myself getting to where, okay, we'll be here. I'm getting to the point where, you know how you can increase it like 1 or 2 stitches every row, but I'm getting to the point where I'm trying to do a stitch that adds way too many, so it's kind of wrinkly, and do you? That's funny. So I almost think I'm going to have to watch someone else's pattern just to get a stitch idea. And then I'll just take that stitch because I'm not going to do like the same row over and over and over again. I want different. I always watch, but I don't want to, I want to come up with my own. So I might watch Crystal to get, it's a froggy, it is a froggy poncho. Because I have had it like this big and now I'm pulling it back down and back up in it. So it'll be my froggy poncho. But my problem is I do watch Crystal, but I don't want to use one of her patterns. I want to maybe get inspired by her and then use my own pattern. But I get going along too fast. And then also on my hook, because my Joann's order is coming with that purple yarn that matches my camper bathroom. So I've started my towel. And so, well, I was trying to do, so you know when we did these, here, I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to make it look like the leaves of that. Okay. So I have, excuse me, I have the 4 double crochets right in one. And then on the other side, I do 4 double crochets together. So I'm trying to get the leaf pattern. And I'm coming up with too many. It might be the chain between it, Margaret. So it might be the chain between it. And Karen, that's a great idea. Increase every other row. But still, on the rows that I'm trying to do the 4 together, I'm getting the wavy. So I frog it. Just frog it. Oh, I think I need a t-shirt that says that. So I'm struggling with that one. Now the towel that I'm making, I'm just going to make it basic. It's going to be half doubles all the way. Less chains. Yeah. So because if I do 3 double crochets in one, so that's 3 stitches, right? And then on the next one, I'm doing 3 together. So that makes it 1 stitch. So don't I have to chain 2 between them? See what I'm saying? Because I need 3 stitches total to keep the same length. So if I'm taking 3 and making it 1, I need to put 2 between them. That's my rationality, but that's where I'm getting the wave. Maybe I'll just chain 1 between it. I keep staring at that. I do love that granny square that came. Right, Karen, but that's what I was thinking. That was my rationale, but I'm getting the ruffle, which means I have way too many stitches. So we frog it, just frog it. Yeah. I don't know what else to do. Oh, and I have another dilemma. This one I might need you guys' help with, just like this one. Just jump. Oh, you might as well jump. Van Halen. Rivet, rivet. I know. It's just not my favorite. So here's my other dilemma, you guys. In my line dance class, I know I'm jumping back to that, but I just thought of it. So the first week I went, it was separated. They had the advanced class in one room and they had the new class in the other room. And the woman that runs the whole thing was in the other room. So my teacher was left to teach the class. Well, for the past 2 times, they haven't had enough people to be on their own in the other room. So she's been joining this. And she's very disruptive. I don't know any other way to put it. So he's trying to teach and she's like heckling him from the back of the room. I know she means it in good fun. And I know she thinks it's funny. And some of her friends are there and they think it's funny. But I find it very disturbing when I'm trying to learn a new dance. You know what I'm saying? So that's my dilemma. My dilemma is, well, I don't know what my dilemma is. You can't say anything because that's just rude. Yeah, but she is his boss. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, we all joke around, but she's to the point where he's trying to teach the steps and she's mocking him, so he's got to stop. So we're kind of standing there waiting for her to stop so that, I don't know. And I don't want to say anything because I don't want to be that person, but I really want to learn. It is a pickle. I am in a quandary. It's quite a, yeah, and I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's to the point, like last night it really got bad. The other 2 nights wasn't horrible, but it was, I could on the website or something. Because I love the way he teaches. And like I said, the first class was amazing. He was good. It was a great flow. It was really fun. And then the second class, she was there and it was a little, it does, Ruth, it does. Because 1, I really want to learn these dances. And 2, it's 2 hours and I want to keep going. It's my exercise. And 3, I don't think you're funny. I mean, she's a sweet person. And she's great. Oh my God, I wish I could dance like her. But I just wish she had separated into her own class again like the first week. I think that's my thing. But I do love it. I will not stop. Yeah, it's $15 a week. And my first week was free. And then they give you a card. And I think after you pay for 10, you get a free one. So, but I really like it. I mean, I try to encourage him, like, let's go, other side. Um, she was just like, all right, time to focus, stuff like that, and she's like, just turn on the music, they'll shut up, stuff like that. So I know it's not just bothering me. Yeah. Yeah. I do love it though. Yeah. I'm She is great. Oh man, I wish I could dance like her someday. Well, I used to be able to. I'll get back to it. It's kind of funny. It's like muscle memory. He'll say a certain step, like a vine to left vine or a V step or a box step or whatever. And at first I'm like, I don't know. And as soon as he shows you, I'm like, got it. It's muscle memory. All right. I'll see. I'll talk to Josh. He's the teacher. Because I think it frustrates him a bit too. He tries to keep a good nature about it, but I think she frustrates him. So we'll see. But it is fun. I do love it. They do it in the Elks Hall. So they had like a pancake breakfast or something there. And there was a little bit of syrup on the floor. I had the teacher laughing so hard because he's trying to teach the step, and I stepped it was a little sticky, not ridiculous. It was just, you could feel a little sticky. And I put my foot down, I lifted up, put it down. He goes, what are you doing? I put it down, I went, like the sticky noise. He started cracking up. He's like, what is that? I said, I'm pretty sure there's syrup on the floor. But I wish I could do it 3 nights a week. I wish I could do it 3 nights a week. I wish it was closer. I would absolutely love it. I really would. But I'm not driving. They do it like 3 or 4 nights a week, but it's about an hour and a half that way. Southwest, northwest. Well, it's that way. And I'm not, there's no way. I'm just so happy that they're here. I love it. I remember when I used to line dance in my previous life, I actually ended up, we did a demonstration at one of the county fairs. That was fun. Yeah, I don't even like the half hour at night, but I'm not going to not go. You know what I mean? But an hour and a half is, no matter how much I love dancing, that's a long drive. Although there were women there last night it's called Johnstown. So they were from Johnstown driving to Ballston Spa. So in their defense, but they were together. They had someone to keep them awake. I'm not going to do that. Boy, that's good coffee this morning. Do you ever have a day where all of a sudden it's just like, wow, that's really good coffee? So I can't wait to show you guys my finished garden. It'll be done today. So I think tomorrow morning, if it's not raining, I'll give you guys a walkthrough tour of my garden, plus the roses. I can't. They are so beautiful. And that's just in this garden. When you walk around. Oh, no. The problem is, Melissa, it's in the only one that they have close enough to me is right here. And it's only Monday night. So it is what it is. I mean, I'll drop a few hints and then I'll ask him outright. But so my roses, I showed you guys how beautiful these are over in that garden, but I was walking over for the limb that fell and I looked at my roses. So I transplanted. Yeah, this is a really good year for roses. Um, my hedge of all the Ragosa roses is in full bloom. When the wind blows, the whole area smells like them. And then I transplanted some over there. They're in bloom. And then the final plants from those 23 or 26 that I got for free last year are over here and they're blooming. Oh my goodness. I've never had such pretty roses in my life. I haven't. Um, I'm in awe of these things. Yeah, it's just beautiful. So I'm hoping I'm going to stalk the Walmart parking lot. I'm hoping to find more roses. Hey, you never know. You just never know. So I'm hoping to find some, at least on discount. You know, I can remember a couple years ago, I found them at Lowe's for like $3. So that's, you know, you just got to know when to look, you know. So, oh my goodness, what else? I have crochet club today. How many do you think I'm going to have? I hope I have a bunch. Yeah, I will take you out, Karen, tomorrow morning because it's a little, not rainy, but it's a little yucky out today. So tomorrow morning we'll do a walkthrough of my garden. Hi, Lisa. How are you? Yeah, take that off for a bit. It hoits too much. So yesterday, when my sister and I, here we are sitting on the couch together, and we look so much alike, it's ridiculous. So I think Jude was a little confused. He was like, what is going on? So my sister has a cast on this arm. I had my brace on this arm. So, oh, I hope all's okay, Lisa. Glad you could join us. Have a nice cup of coffee. We're talking roses and babies and, you know, all the stuff we normally talk about. So Lynn and I were trying to hold the baby together. It was kind of funny. She had him on one side, I had him on the other. It was cool. I love playing with this thing. So I'm trying to think of what else do I have to tell you guys. Fritzy's been asleep since we got home. He's so exhausted. Oh, you guys. So last night when I got home from line dancing, I had to let Fritzy out. And there was a bunny. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm so sorry. So sorry, Lisa. There was a bunny in my yard and Fritz lost his mind. He got to chase him. He was so excited. I'm so proud of him. He's a little, he was so excited that he forgot to go to the bathroom. I had to let him out again. So, oh my goodness. What else, guys? What do you want to chat about? Give me something to talk about. I'll talk about it all day. My brain is already, I'm already cutting up that branch with my little chainsaw. I have one of those electric chainsaws. I can't take this off. It hurts. So I have to. Sure, why not? Why not, Margaret? As long as it's okay with your instructor. You want to see Fritzy? He'll be mad, but let's. Come here, honey. Mommy wants a kissy smoochy smoochy. A kissy smoochy. Come here. Come here, boogle boogles. Oh my goodness. Here we are. Go to the post. Oh. Because I checked yesterday, there wasn't anything, so I'll go today. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. Ooh, you smell good. Oh, Fritzy he was so excited to find that that bunny. The bunny wasn't so happy. It was bigger. It was almost, I would say, almost as big as him from the head back, like from the neck back. It was a big bunny. What are you doing? Oh my goodness, you guys. I think he's so abused. I think he's just so abused. Yay. All right, I'll go right after this. Everything else can wait. I can't wait. Everything else can wait. I need to run to the post office. Fritzy, what are you doing? Hmm? He's just unimpressed. Look at him. He's so lazy. Look at, he's like, Mom, I was sleeping in my bed. So he gets up on the couch. I have the little steps for him. And the cat, who loves to torture him because he's bigger than Fritzy, lays on the steps once Fritz gets up on the couch. So he can't get down. So all of us, I'm in my room getting dressed, which he likes to come and lay on the bed. And I hear, whoo. And all I have to do is peek out my room and I see the cat blocking him from getting up. All dogs' claws either smell like popcorn. Well, hold on. Nachos. I did not unload the rocks yet. That's on the list for today. I have quite a list for today. I love the smell of his feet. I know that's stupid, but I do. I love his feet. I love everything about you, Smuggles. He's obviously neglected you guys. I mean, come on. What's that? Huh? Where's Aunt Linda? Where's Aunt Linda? I know, that's not nice. I'm sorry. He holds his head up because he wants more kisses. You're just a little spoiled, Fretz. You think? I know, but I can't not snuggle him. Could you imagine? He is the best pet I've ever had in my life, ever. He's just, he really is. Now I know, I get it with emotional support pets. I get it. Don't I? I'm his emotional support human. Oh my gosh. So when, yeah. So he'll reach up and he'll do this on my foot. He'll be like, I'm still here. So yesterday when my brother let his dogs out, oh my goodness, Fritz was so excited. He zoomed around, zoomed and zoomed and zoomed. And then all of a sudden they went and laid down and he came in and crashed in the camper. It was so funny. And then on the way home, oh no. Then on the way home, he was so sound asleep on my leg, weren't you? All right, I'm going to put you down, okay? I love you. Here you go. There you go, honey. Oh, he's a sweetheart, this dog, I'm telling you. And I know I've told the story before, but it cracks me up. So, yeah, we had 3 cats, and I've always been a dog person. I love my cats, don't get me wrong, but I've always been a dog person. And I said to Mr. Fortune, I'm like, so I've been thinking. And his line is always, what do you got? So I'm like, well, I really want a dog. He's like, no. End of conversation. And I was like, do you forget who you're talking to? He's like, yeah. So he's like, all right, let's talk about it. So I said, I want a little dog because I had a Yorkie. I had a Yorkie for 17 years. And so he's like, what kind of little dog? And I said, I want a Chihuahua. He goes, oh, hell no. I'm like, See, the thing is, I said to him, I've already got one coming. So it was one of my friends from high school has one of his cousins. And I was looking at her pictures on Facebook, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what a sweet dog. And I always had big dogs too, Margaret, always, until I had the Yorkie. So I was watching her pictures and videos of her. Her little dog's name is Wellesley. And I asked her, I'm like, what kind of dog is it? Where did you get it? Da, da, da. And she got me in touch with the breeder. And the rest is history. That's, well, the funny thing is, as soon as he's like, oh, no, end of conversation, I'm like, so about that. Well, in his defense, he had a Chihuahua with his ex-wife, and it was a very yappy, from what I understand, was a very yappy kind of dog. And he didn't want to put up with that. And I said to him, I said, I was told the breeder breeds them for specific personalities, and not barking and not being aggressive is one of them. Yeah, I always had like German Shepherds. We had St. Bernards. We had one dog that was a Shepherd and a Mastiff mix. I mean, I always had huge animals. Of course, horses, goats, cows, you name it. But so now, neither one of us could imagine not having him. It's just, hello, Cindy. Welcome. How are you? We're talking about our pets this morning. Well, right now, anyway. So, yeah, he is hands down the best pet ever. I've had, like, when I was growing up, I had a German Shepherd, and his name was Bruno. And he was a great dog. I always wanted an Old English sheepdog. I did. I always wanted one. So Bruno would actually wait with me at the bus stop and wait till I got on the bus. And then in the afternoon, when the bus would open, when I'd come home and the bus would open the door, he would come on the bus and get me off and come. So it was really cool. Oh, yay. Lori, you get a grand dog visit. That's awesome. Give Zoe a hug and a kiss for me. But we had at the same time, so I had Bruno, and my dad had the dog that was part Mastiff and part Shepherd. And his name was, hi, Deb. And his name was Julius Caesar. So we called him Caesar. And so I was always used to big dogs. My mom had a Doberman that, like, his head was up to here. It was huge. His name was Seiko. And then my brother just randomly brought home, do you remember the movie Cujo? That St. Bernard that's in that movie Cujo? He brought home the identical dog right as that movie was coming out. I'm like, what are you, crazy? I can't remember his name. Sebastian? Sebastian. Oh, I'm so sorry, Christina. I would say reboot, but I'm only going to be on about 10 more minutes. So yeah, the pets in our lives, I love them. We also had a Scotty dog. She was cute. The bus driver loved Bruno. He knew. He'd stop the bus, open the door, and Bruno would walk up, meet me at my seat, and we'd go on about our business. He was a cool dog. Yeah. Now, Margaret, that's funny because I was just going to tell you, I was little enough that if I needed to get something like off a shelf, Bruno would walk up and I'd climb on his back and stand on it, and I would use him as a step ladder, and he loved it. Wherever I went, he was. It didn't matter. And like I said, my mom told me that when I went to school, he would sit and wait, sit in the shade of the tree right by the bus stop. Well, the bus stop was in our yard because our nearest neighbor was 3 miles away. But yeah, I used him. Oh yeah, he was, my dad used to call him Cringe, because every time, my dad was a big guy, and every time he'd walk in the room, Bruno would be like, Uphill in the snow all year, Lori. Yes, I did. That was just to get to the bus, though. That was just to, yeah, barefoot 50 miles to get to the bus stop. Fritzy, do you need to get out? Look, can you see his little butt by the door? You can just open it. He's so silly. He's so silly. And it even snowed in August. Both ways. Uphill, both ways. Well, Lori, you saw where I grew up. It's not that much of an exaggeration. Although the uphill both ways is kind of almost true because well, no, it's downhill both ways, but whatever. The one bus, we had 3. Actually, there were about 6, but still. K3. All right. So in my defense, you guys, Lori went to a school that had a bazillion people in it. I had 120. And there were 4 buses for the whole district. You crack me up. Oh, there's the Fritzy Bits. What are you doing, honey? Just seeing what the cats are doing? All right. It's funny, Lori, because when I substituted the other day, I can't. I'm busy, honey. I can't. When I substituted, the buses were lined up and there were only 5 of them. Yeah, exactly. So you had 900 just in your class. We had 126 in my class, and that was the biggest graduating class they had ever had to date. So. Fritz, honey, I'm sorry if you need me, but you got to wait. So. He is adorable. I was thinking, speaking of Fritzy, Meathead. Yeah, it's funny the nicknames you come up with. I mean, he knows I'll say Frittlebit or Fritzer Bitzer or whatever, and he's like, he knows. No, back into his bed. I was thinking, oh, Christina, I'm so sorry. So I was thinking today at Crochet Club, I might ask them if it would be okay to bring Fritz with me. I could put him right in his little stroller. I think that'd be cute. He wouldn't care. And he loves kids, and I think it would be nice. Oh, how many puppies? Oh, so jealous. I love puppies. I love animals. I really do. As a matter of fact, I just offered to help one of my brother's friends. They have a camp that's about an hour and a half away from out at the farm where I camp. And they don't go because they have a horse. And I offered to take care of the horse for them if they wanted to go to camp overnight. So. Oh. So if you would like to put puppies up on the Facebook page, way up top at the beginning of the chat, I put a link to our Facebook pages. I would love to see them. I would love it. And also, if you guys would like to give me pictures of what's on your hook right now. Let me see what's on your hook. And if you'd like to put up pictures of all your pets, I would love to see them. Current, past, future with the puppies. The papillons, they're beautiful. Beautiful animals. Yeah, I would love to see pictures of all of that. That'd be cool. So yeah, what's on your hook? Margaret, what are you working on? Karen, I know you're up to something. Neon stripes. Nice. I will need neon stripes yarn. All right. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's cool. Yeah, I'd love to see pictures of them. I would absolutely love it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Now there's two pages. There's the private one and then there's a public one. Both either or. Either or. I did see your turkeys and I showed Al. I showed my brother. I did show him. Nice. A vertigo skirt. I'd love to see that, Margaret. All right, what are we looking at for time? We're about an hour, you guys. So I'm going to go ahead, check this off my to-do list and move on to the next thing. They were adorable. And your son's very handsome. That was a nice picture. Nice that he posed for the picture for you. That's awesome. By the way, you guys, if you do put something on the Facebook and I don't comment right away, ooh. Oh, nice. Oh, I'd love to see all of this stuff. See you later, alligator. In a while, crocodile. All right, you guys, remember we have the craft along tonight, 7 to 8 p.m. It is set up in my channel as pending or upcoming or something like that. So I would love to see you guys tonight, 7 to 8 p.m. That's awesome, Melissa. That's really cool. They're cute. Can't wait to see them grow up. So please don't forget thummies if you haven't. Subscribe if you'd like to. All that sorts of stuff. There's also a link to become a member if you'd like to. I would love to have you all as members. So I will see you all tonight, 7 o'clock. Be there or be square. Remember, you guys, always be happy, be kind, and be creative. Have a great day, guys. See you later.